our class. Our topic for today is all about absolute value. When we're talking about absolute value, it is the distance of a number from 0 on the number line. For example, we have -4. If we are asked to get the absolute value of -4, all we need to do is to get its distance from 0. So we have here 1, 2, 3, and 4. Therefore, the absolute value of -4 will be positive 4. Let's now have the absolute value of 3. Again, when we talk about absolute value, we're looking for the distance of 3 from 0 to the number line. So let's have here 1, 2, 3. Therefore, the absolute value of 3 is 3. Now, let's have here our example. Suppose you have the absolute value of -2 plus the absolute value of 3. First, we need to get the absolute value of -2. So in that case, from 0, you have 1, 2. The distance of -2 from 0 will be positive 2. And the distance of 3 from 0 will be 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, the absolute value of -2 plus the absolute value of 3 is equal to 5. Let us now proceed to integers. When we talk about integers, it is composed of positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0. The examples are -1, -3, 0, 5, and 9. Let's now have the operation of integers, starting with addition. For addition, we have two rules. One is for same-signed integers, and the other one is for different-signed integers. Let's have first same-signed integers. For same-signed integers, all we need to do is to add the absolute value of the numbers and copy their sign. For example, let's have positive 3 plus positive 8. Since both of them are positive, all we need to do is to add the numbers, then copy the common signs. In that case, we have 3 plus 8, that is 11. And since both of them are positive, just copy the positive sign. For our next example, let's have -7 plus -5. Again, all we need to do is to add the numbers and then copy their common signs. In this case, we have 7 plus 5. That will be equal to 12. And their common sign is negative. Therefore, our answer is -12. Let's now have the addition of different signed integers. For integers with different signs, all we need to do is to subtract the number and copy the sign of the larger number. So for example, we have -3 plus positive 8. Since they have different signs, we are going to subtract 8 and 3. So you will come up with 5. And since 8 is larger and its sign is positive, we're just going to copy its sign. So our answer is positive 5. For our next example, let's have -7 plus positive 5. Again, all we need to do is to subtract the numbers. So that will be 7 minus 5 is 2. And since 7 is larger than 5, its sign is negative. Therefore, our answer is -2. Proceed to our second operation of integers, which is subtraction. In this case, we will be following CPO, wherein C stands for copy. In this example, we will be copying the first integer, which is positive 3. Next, P stands for plus, wherein the minus sign will be changed to plus sign. And O stands for opposite. We will be getting the opposite of positive 8, which is -8. And then after doing that, we will now proceed in adding two integers with different sign. So what you're going to do is to subtract the numbers. You have 8 minus 3. That will be equal to 5. And then copy the sign of the larger integer. In this case, you have 8. And its sign is negative. Therefore, our answer is -5. Now let's have positive 4 minus -5. Again, following the CPO, we are going to copy first positive 4. Next, we will change the minus sign to plus sign. After that, we're going to get the opposite of -5. which is positive 5. And since they have the same sign, all we need to do is to add the numbers and then copy their sign. In this case, your answer will be positive 9. Now let's have negative 9 minus negative 2. Again, all we need to do is first copy the first integer, which is negative 9. Next, change the minus sign to plus sign, and then get the opposite of negative 2, which is positive 2. Since they have different signs, all we need to do is to subtract the numbers and then copy the sign of the larger number. In this case, we have 9 minus 2. That will be 7. And since 9 is larger than 2, we are going to copy its sign, which is negative. Therefore, our answer is negative 7. Now, let's have here negative 5 minus negative 5. Again, our first step is to copy the first integer, which is negative 5. Change the minus sign to plus sign. And then, get the opposite of negative 5, which is positive 5. They have different signs, so all we need to do is to subtract the number and then copy the sign of the larger number. In this case, 5 minus 5 will be equal to 0. And since they are just equal, both of them are just 5, and 0 is neither positive nor negative, your answer will still be 0.